Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Take Two Radio. I'm Pam, your host, and as always, I have my wonderful co-host, Dawn, with me tonight. Hi, Dawn. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Pam? Glad to be here.
I'm good. Thank you. We're going to let Dawn welcome our guest in because she's good at rolling R's, and everybody already knows by all the time they've listened to me, I'm not good with that. So go ahead, Dawn.
Tonight, we have a wonderful guest on tap for you guys, and we are so excited to bring him to you. He is a brand new cast member to YNR. He is playing the role of Detective Alex Chavez, I believe it is. And He is none other than Ignacio Serricchio. I hope I got that right.
You still did better than me, I'm sure.
I hope I didn't wreck your name too bad. I'm so sorry if I did.
That was perfect. That's perfect.
Thank you.
How you guys doing? How you feeling?
We're good. We're so very, very happy that you could join us tonight. A lot of people in the chat room now and a lot of listeners are really interested to know what's going on with you and welcoming you back into Soapland, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. The return.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot that we can grill you on as far as Y&R other than knowing that you're an undercover New York cop looking for Adriana Stone, and we don't know who she is either.
Yeah, it's true, and not much has been revealed, and they actually they've been keeping me kind of in the dark as well, which I don't mind. It surprises me. I go in and I find out about the storyline, and it excites me as well. So I don't mind it at all.
Well, even though we can't ask you about the storyline, will there be an actual appearance by this Adriana, whoever you're looking for, or whoever your character is looking for at some point? I sure hope so.
Well, I hope that she'll be coming out. We definitely add another layer to the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be interesting to know why she's so important to the detective, and certainly why he went from New York all the way to Genoa City for her.
Right, and how she's intertwined with people from Genoa City, because
absolutely.
They're in Wisconsin, you were in New York. That's kind of a hop, skip, and a jump, but still, it's a different.
But she better be interesting.
It must be something really good for a detective from New York City to travel all the way to Genoa City to track this
down
people who may be tied to her. So I have a feeling.
Right.
It's
Why would you leave the city, right? Why would you leave New York City to go to Wisconsin?
Exactly.
As we were talking earlier, to escape the snow. Maybe that's why she ran.
Yeah.
Well, I must tell you that, when I saw you come on to YNR, I love the role you're playing, although we've not seen an incredible amount of you so far yet. But it was good to see you. I like the mystery, the mysteriousness of your character, and just the way that, that you played the role. And the scene And I really enjoyed the scene between you and Noah, the guy, Robert Adamson, who plays Noah, when you went to Nick's place and you were looking all around while Noah is just trying to, it was just really good. It was like, gosh, what is he looking for? And of course I'm reading into this, trying to go, well, is he looking for on the wall? I mean, really. So it was really, really well played, and I want to commend you for that. So it really intrigued me and made me excited for what's to come with the storyline.
Thank you. Yeah, I think one of the things that not only myself, but something that we agreed with the executive producer and the writer is that we want to have someplace to go. It's always more interesting to go somewhere, and by making the scenes more light and even playful, you don't go in it with all the drama already, because then you got nothing left, So it's definitely a lot of fun for me. You know, I've always been playing the bad guy or just been on the wrong side of the law for a lot of shows that I've done. So it's nice to be on the other side, and it's a different type of power trip.
Right.
You know, when you play.
Oh yeah.
When you play a devious person, you can justify all your actions because because you truly believe that what you're doing is right. Mm-hmm. And any actor will tell you when you play the bad guy, quote unquote, you can do whatever you want. It's all justified. And with playing a cop, you also kind of get that. You know, you can't harm people, but you could definitely walk in and, you know, as the big honcho and walk around and snoop around, and people. Mm-hmm. There's already an established respect,
right?
And you know, you can a little kind of abuse it a little bit, you know. It's that part of it's a part in all of us that we wish we could use, but we don't, because we know it could bring harm to others, you know. So we better do it.
Backfire on you too.
Better do it on television than in real life.
Yeah.
Well, those were my first thoughts too when you became part of Y&R as undercover cop. That this time you were on the right side of the law versus when you were on General Hospital.
Oh my gosh.
You were a pretty bad guy on there.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it was great karma for Diego to hang himself by accident after strangling all those people.
It was definitely the poetic and dramatic way to go, for sure.
Right. How did you feel when they told you were going to be a revenge killer?
Well, they came to me and I said yes. I mean, they didn't. You know, I could have probably done it for free because I thought it was a good comeback, and it was a nice way to really end things and give it some closure. I mean, the first time I was shot by Kelly Monaco, who was 5'3" and 10-inch heels, and I was not. I was like, no, I need to go out the right way. This is not right.
Yeah, and I think it was Maxie that stabbed you in the leg when you were trying to strangle her, I think. I'm almost positive. But I know you were fighting with Nick, and then that's when you went over and got hung.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And I think it was all because people never really gave you a chance, and you got revenge against everybody, and besides killing your uncle.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, that was, we loved you as far as being a gorgeous, talented guy on GH. It's too bad.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Too bad they had to make you a bad guy.
Yeah, my mother wasn't too happy about that either.
Yeah, I'm sure. What did you learn from being on a soap?
I learned to definitely, you know, be on my toes constantly, and to really learn how to explore the scene and quicker. You know, you don't have enough time to really dig into the character and try to give a backstory or even go deeper into the reasons why. So you hope that the decision you're making in the moment is the right one, and you go with it. And you know, sometimes it's funny. I would watch sometimes and go, man, that was just not the right choice. But it's good. It really trains you and it challenges you. I love theater, so soaps are the closest thing to in between theater and movies.
Right.
And television.
Yeah, everything's a lot faster, and it's right there in real time.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you like to watch yourself though, to critique yourself, or?
No, I don't think anybody likes to. I think what happens to me is that almost every time I watch myself, I watch it more as in, was it natural? And I critique myself the way I would critique other actors if I go see a play. I go, was that natural? Was that a natural reaction? And you know, sometimes when I'm doing the scene, I'm in it and I'm living it, and then it can come off differently. So yeah, I definitely critique myself. There's certain scenes or moments that I want to watch just to because maybe it was something that stayed in my mind and I wanted to watch it, but for the most part, no.
Well, at least, you know, you learn from that.
Yeah. I learned a lot more from sometimes I would do a show, a theater, a play, and, you know, not every night goes well. You know, sometimes you come out saying that was the most horrible show ever, and people see something different.
Right.
You know, people see...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead. Please do.
I was just going to ask you, how did you go about landing the role on Y&R?
The executive producer, Jill Phelps, and I have maintained a relationship over the years, and she contacted me a couple months ago saying they had this idea to bring in a character, a recurring character, and I owe a lot to that woman. She started my career, and you know, if I'm involved in something and I'm having fun and it's a fun role and it can go somewhere, I say yes to anything. And Jill is somebody who likes to maintain an environment of creativeness and fun, and that's what I care about. That's all I care about.
Well, previously you had worked with Robert Adamson, on Lincoln Heights.
Yeah, like 7 years ago when we were children.
Yeah. What's that been like, reconnecting it and working with him again now that both of you are on Y&R?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I feel like, you know, he still has that baby face. I grew hair on my face, which is exciting. I was very excited about that. Kind of hit puberty. And no, it was great when we saw each other. We, like I said, we established a relationship, and it's fun. He's a great guy, and we, truthfully, everyone I've had a scene with has been. They really love what they do, and they want to make it work for everybody. So that's always a relief, and that's always exciting, you know.
Well, what I thought was so fitting how they brought you on to Y&R in terms of your opening scene was when you walked into the coffee shop and there was Kevin on his laptop trying to figure out how he's going to scam someone.
Yes.
And I thought, you know, this is so perfect, you know. And so I have a feeling your character is going to be down the road probably investigating Kevin if he doesn't get his act together quickly. So,
I know, right?
But that was just so fitting. I was like, wow, that was brilliant how they scripted that, you know. So it was kind of comical in a way because of Kevin, the character, you know, Kevin's character. He's always got something up his sleeve, and it's always for the wrong reasons,
sure.
You know. Great intentions, but horrible reasons. So, you know,
Sure. Well, I mean, but let's not forget how badass that jacket that I'm wearing. That's the important thing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
that's kind of a giveaway right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing some really badass clothes, so forget the story. They're dressing me so. That's like expensive stuff. I'm scared to wear that stuff.
They are dressing you like a very